Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
Welcome to a brand new episode of CNBC-TV18 and Qualcomm present the 5G opportunity. Well, this is a special episode where we bring you all the action from the India Mobile Congress 2022 in Delhi, the biggest technology exhibition in Asia. The 6th edition of IMC witnessed the historic launch of 5G services by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi.
आज देश की ओर से देश की टेलीकॉम इंडस्ट्री की ओर से 130 करोड़ भारतवासियों को 5G के तौर पर एक शानदार उपहार मिल रहा है। 5G देश के द्वार पर नए दौर की दस्तक लेके आया है। साथियों, 5G को लेकर भारत के प्रयासों का एक और संदेश है, नया भारत। टेक्नोलॉजी का सिर्फ कंज्यूमर बनकर नहीं रहेगा, बल्कि भारत उस टेक्नोलॉजी के विकास में, उसके इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में बहुत बड़ी एक्टिव भूमिका निभाएगा। भविष्य की वायरलेस टेक्नोलॉजी को डिजाइन करने में, उससे जुड़ी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में भारत की बड़ी भूमिका होगी। 2G, 3G, 4G के समय भारत टेक्नोलॉजी के लिए दूसरे देशों पर निर्भर रहा, लेकिन 5G के साथ भारत ने नया इतिहास रच दिया है। 5G के साथ भारत पहली बार टेलीकॉम टेक्नोलॉजी में ग्लोबल स्टैंडर्ड तय कर रहा है। भारत लीड कर रहा है।
The world is fast moving towards digital transformation to enable seamless communication, connection, and commerce, and 5G will be a critical enabler in this regard. The future of connected world is not just about the newest frontier technologies like AI, AR, VR, cloud, edge computing, Internet of Things, robotics, etc., but much of it will be defined by the further evolution of these existing advanced connectivity technologies powered by 5G networks. The world's digital connections are about to become broader, faster, providing a platform for every industry to boost productivity and innovation. To know more about this, we're now joined by Alex Rogers, President, Technology Licensing and Global Affairs at Qualcomm, Inc. Alex, a warm welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me on the show.
I'd like to start off by asking you, what are the sustainability and socio-economic benefits that you foresee from 5G technology?
So if we break that down into a couple of parts, first let's talk about sustainability. 5G technology is actually designed to be more energy efficient, both in the device and in the network. So when you look at cellular networks, how the whole system is going to operate, there's a tremendous amount of power savings that's enabled through new 5G technology. Networks will simply operate with less power consumption than they have in the past. They'll be smarter, and also the semiconductors that drive the networks are designed to operate at higher performance and lower power consumption. Then when you look at social benefit, what 5G will do, particularly here in India, is 5G will create a platform for access to connectivity countrywide. And there's a unique aspect to 5G called fixed wireless access that will be enabled with the combination of 5G and new millimeter wave technology that will be available. And so instead of having to lay fiber, which is very difficult and very expensive, to reach every potential consumer, every potential business throughout the country, you'll be able to solve what we call that last mile problem with fixed wireless access 5G millimeter wave technology. You'll be able to reach industries, reach businesses, reach consumers without having to lay fiber to every doorstep. And so that's going to have a tremendous impact in terms of a social benefit because you'll have connectivity ubiquitously throughout the country. And on top of that connectivity, then you can build the government services, you can bring education, you can bring all sorts of remote capabilities that you couldn't otherwise bring if you had to lay fiber or cable to every doorstep.
Great point. So with respect to 5G, Alex, what are the kind of opportunities that are emerging from India?
So there's tremendous opportunity in India. First of all, India is going to build out 5G at scale. And so it's going to, from this auction, leap forward. And in particular, India is going to bring 5G into the country at a time when the technology has matured. So new applications will be ready to be put on top of a 5G infrastructure. There'll also be standalone 5G, which is going to be very powerful. But in particular for the Indian market, for the Indian innovation economy, where there's tremendous creativity in software development and new applications development, 5G is going to be a powerful platform, both for consumer applications and also industrial applications. There's tremendous talent here that will be able to build off of that. And when you look back at the cellular industry and you look at the point in time in which cellular combined cellular communication capability with position location capability, that suddenly brought forward a whole new set of applications and businesses, for example, Uber, that weren't previously imagined, didn't exist before. When 5G is laid out as a foundational technology, the same will happen. Creative people will be able to take this foundation and build on it, and you'll have new applications, new use cases, new services, new businesses that you hadn't even imagined. And the Indian economy, because of the creativity here and the engineers here and the software development expertise here, you're going to see a tremendous benefit from that.
Thank you, Alex, for sharing your insights.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Rima, for having us on this show. We really appreciate the opportunity.
We're now joined by Durga Maladi, Senior Vice President, General Manager, 5G Mobile Broadband and Infrastructure at Qualcomm Technologies. Durga, thank you for joining us. The deployment of 5G has now become a priority to meet the connectivity, flexibility and resiliency requirements of the post-pandemic world. What are the factors, according to you, that are driving this shift? And more importantly, what is the sort of transformation that you're seeing 5G bring globally?
5G, as the way that we see it, is a very transformative technology, and it goes beyond the usual consumer-centric applications in smartphones. We are seeing a lot of digital transformation across a large number of industries, whether it's enterprise, manufacturing applications, logistics, warehouses, and what have you. So from that sense, there's a larger number of industries that are adopting wireless technology like 5G to really improve the productivity and start doing their own digital transformation in terms of data harnessing and processing.
Durga, I wanted to get your thoughts in on FWA, or fixed wireless access. How do you expect FWA to reduce the digital divide in rural India?
Fixed wireless access, or FWA as it is called, 5G-based fixed wireless access is a very important application that we are seeing globally. It allows for nationwide broadband services, truly bridging the digital divide between the urban and suburban areas to rural areas. And we've seen lots of examples wherein this sort of a mobile broadband connectivity in rural areas really helps transform the local economy quite a bit. Distance education becomes quite a bit of a reality with that, as the quality of education is no longer dictated by the quality of teachers who are there locally, but it's about the quality of the actual broadband link that you have, because the teachers can be located anywhere and the students can actually have access to education, high quality education with that. So from that sense, we see broadband connectivity enabled by 5G fixed wireless access and really making a difference in all parts of the world. As Qualcomm, we have been very active in terms of rolling out fixed wireless access using 5G technologies, and we call it as wireless fiber. In fact, right here in our booth, we are showing one of the demonstrations of what you can do using fixed wireless access with one of our partners, with Jio, where we have a small cell and a consumer premises equipment device, which is a fixed wireless device, showing north of like 2.5 gigabits per second. Extremely high data rates, which can be achieved over very large distances in rural areas.
Thank you, Durga, for giving us your perspective on 5G.
Thank you.
Up next, we're joined by Rajan Vagadia, Vice President Qualcomm India and President Qualcomm India and SAARC. Rajan, thank you for joining us in the show. What has been Qualcomm's role in the 5G rollout in India?
Thank you, Rima. Qualcomm works with the ecosystem partners across the globe, be it the operators, be it the OEMs, the infra vendors. And how it helps us is that we get all the knowledge and then we bring that knowledge into India. And then we work closely here with the Indian ecosystem to ensure that whatever is the customization that is required or demanded for the partners to deliver to the expectations of the consumers in India, we customize them and we help our ecosystem partners to customize them. We are very excited that India and the 5G launch today is helping us to expedite some of the newest technologies that were available and rolled out globally, and India will roll out such technologies at the same time as global rollouts. For example, standalone mode of 5G, that's going to be launched in India. And we are readying not just the infrastructure, but also the devices or the handsets or the smartphones for that delivery to the market.
Right. Just one more point. How can India create the 5G infrastructure and leverage it for the world?
The 5G infrastructure is more about disaggregation. And here comes a very big opportunity in the form of Open RAN. Open RAN helps the hardware and the software to be a bit disassociated. This also gives an opportunity for newer players to build the standard hardware. Now, we all know that India has been in the forefront of two aspects. Of course, the software and then the system integrators. With Open RAN, it would leverage that experience and then we add a standardized hardware. This allows Indian companies to create hardware which is standardized and then leverage the software and the system integration capabilities to deliver to use cases for enterprises like 5G private networks, and that would be one big contribution to India.
Exciting times up ahead. Thank you, Rajan, for joining us. It's time for us to take that short break, but don't go anywhere, as on the other side, we catch up with some of the most innovative startups here at the India Mobile Congress. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the CNBC-TV18 and Qualcomm present the 5G opportunity. Today, we're bringing you the latest developments from the world of 5G straight from the India Mobile Congress 2022 in Delhi, the biggest technology festival in Asia. We're here to understand how 5G is transforming the way we operate, work, play and innovate. To help us understand this technology and its impact, we're now joined by some of India's most promising startups. I have with me Rishi Desai, Marketing Growth Manager at Ajna Lens, Ravi Shenoy, CTO, Light Metrics, Sankar Dasiga, CTO, Wellnesses, Krishna Teja Penamakaru, COO, Dhruva Space, and Chinnaya Mutt, CEO, Nimble Vision. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. Rishi, first question to you. Why is 5G expected to be a game changer for startups?
That's a really great question. All the industries, right, are moving towards Industry 4.0 revolution. They are adopting metaverse, digital twin, IoT, and such advanced technologies. The entire computing is also going from 2D to 3D, right? Be it augmented reality, virtual reality, or metaverse, as we all know. So, since everything is going 3D, there is a lot of computational requirement that is there. And startups are playing a key role in shaping these new age technologies. And for this kind of higher computing, we need 5G so that the data can be streamed, effortlessly, flawlessly.
Ravi, same question to you. Your thoughts on the potentially game-changing impact of 5G on startups?
As you know, India is a developing country. Lot of startup ecosystem in different areas, such as medical, automotive, AI, what have you, right? All these startups are dependent on a lot of data that gets processed on the edge as well as on the cloud. And also there is a lot of data transmission coming from the cloud into the edge part of it. So connectivity is extremely important in that sense. Secondly, we have such vast and diverse sort of regions, and in that sense connectivity is required in different parts of the country for these startups to be providing their services, getting those solutions to the remotest part of India, and in that sense coverage and data both become extremely important. So in that sense, 5G is extremely important for India.
Sankar, eager to get your thoughts in on this topic too. What do you think is going to be the big impact of 5G on startups?
India is a country geographically and demographically. So to reach an audience in the remotest places with their computer vision, etc. technologies, a technology like 5G is the big enabler. And this is the one I think, for the Indian startups is going to make significant change, and it's going to create a lot of opportunities for the people in the villages and the towns.
Krishna, now with 5G, India is set to have arguably the largest digital population in the world after China, which will provide a boost to India's digital economy and the tech startup ecosystem. How prepared is India for the upcoming decade?
There are three parts to this, again. One is the 5G infrastructure, the second is the edge core device technology, and the third is the space infrastructure. So from the space side of things, ISRO has done a wonderful job and created an ecosystem of vendors and participants, so we are way ahead of the world in that case. And coming to the infrastructure point of view, we have big companies like Airtel and Jio doing their bit, so we do not need to worry about that. Finally, coming to the core technology, the edge devices, companies like Qualcomm are providing enough help and support building these devices that we can reduce our R&D time by a huge amount, and we are ready to build our applications on top of it. So I'll say we are not only just 5G ready, we are ready to build in India and serve for the world.
Chinaya, your thoughts on the same? How would you assess India's preparedness for the upcoming decade?
I think India is the fastest growing country in the world, and not only from the technology point of view, the overall infrastructure automation, where the government and the private players are playing a very vital roles. We see the DOT, the organizations like Qualcomm are helping us to bring this technology to all the use cases, and young engineers also building a lot of the end customer and OEM applications based on the 5G vision and other use cases. So we are very much prepared compared to any other country, and the young engineers are building solutions based on top of that. Together we can build a more smart society and as a company and as a country as well, as early as possible. That's what my belief.
Some very great points there. Thank you very much for that. Now let's find out from our guests as to what innovations they've been working on. Ravi, what is the flagship solution that you have showcased at the IMC, and how will 5G be instrumental in its success?
So we are a video telematics provider. So that is, we are into automotive safety. So we rely on a lot of video processing as well as video transmission between the camera on the vehicle to the backend or the cloud, right? So in that sense, there is a lot of data that gets transmitted between the devices, upload and download. Whether it is the recorded videos, whether it is the live streaming to see how and where the vehicle is, the kind of surroundings that it is in, various use cases that come along with it. So we are showcasing the video telematics sort of a solution which helps in making the fleet safer, coach the drivers to make them better drivers, and make overall roads more safer. So that is what we are showing here in this demo.
Rishi, tell us about the innovative solution that you have for us and why 5G is critical for its success.
Sure. So we are showcasing the skilling initiative that we have taken. We are upskilling youth and employees in all the enterprises with VR headset. So we have built one of the world's lightest VR headset here in India, and it is drastically creating an impact in terms of upskilling. So that's what we are showcasing over here. And 5G will help us reduce the price and the size of this headset even further, wherein the computing will happen over in the cloud and the content will be streamed through 5G in the headset.
Chinaya, same question to you as well. What's the innovative solution that you are showcasing, and how do you see 5G contributing to its success?
In IMC, as part of this, here we are showcasing our smart water and sewage management platform using 5G and vision. What we have seen so far is sensor-based ecosystem in IoT platform. With 5G and vision, we are building a sensorless IoT platform. That is a use case we have developed with Qualcomm during the last year. And the water level, the sewage level, quality monitoring is done with 5G and vision. So that is our flagship product. where we're moving from conventional sensor-based platform to the sensorless ecosystem. So that is our USP.
Sankar, what about Wellness's? We're eager to know about Wellness's flagship solution too. What do you have for us? And in what way will 5G be instrumental in its success?
In this event, one of the things that we are bringing up is a product called Yogify, which is an integration of our ancient technology yoga and the modern technologies AI and now 5G with enablers like Qualcomm. Put together, what we are aiming to do is bring yoga for therapeutical purposes also to the remotest parts in India.
And finally, Krishna, tell us about your flagship solution here at the IMC.
We built a satellite which is the size which fits in palm of your hand, and we are about to launch this satellite in the next month from the ISRO. What we are providing today, what we are showcasing today, is a product which can talk to this satellite as well as 5G and provide a solution which comprises of a hybrid technology which can switch between these two technologies. Thanks to Qualcomm Challenge, we have won the Qualcomm Challenge 2021 by building this product and using Qualcomm's technology. So we have a device with us which can communicate either with the cell towers or with the satellite and provide a seamless connectivity.
Well, it seems that with 5G, the sky is the limit. Thank you to all our guests for sharing their thoughts, some very novel technology solutions there, all of which will be riding on the power of the 5G network. Viewers, that's all the time we have for you on this special episode of CNBC TV18 and Qualcomm present the 5G opportunity. Goodbye and thank you for watching.
Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.